All right, so moving on to the next segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Devin the Dream Haney versus Regis Prograis potentially happening next in the sport of boxing. So, the news broke last Friday that Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis could be taking place October 28th in the sport of boxing. The news broke out that Regis Prograis has agreed to the fight Devin Haney at 140 pounds. The two sides are on the same page in terms of contracts talks. Regis Prograis has already signed his contract. The team is just waiting for Devin Haney's team to officially finalize this fight. But this fight would be taking place at 140 pounds once it is finalized. This will be Devin Haney's pro debut at 140 pounds for the first time, him fighting at the new weight division for the first time in his respective career against Regis Prograis. So I do like the fight happening. I do believe that this is a good debut fight for Devin Haney. If you're going to go from being an undisputed champion at the lightweight division at 135 pounds, you're going to climb up the ranks at a new division at 140 pounds, looking to become undisputed in that division as well. This is far from being a stay active fight. This is Devin Haney's getting in the ring with one of the best fighters that 140 has to offer in the sport of boxing, in Regis Prograis, who is the reigning defending WBC world champion in that weight class. In my opinion, he's up there in the top names with being who is the top name at 140 pounds right now. I think him and Teofimo Lopez, as we speak right now, could be the biggest names left at 140. So this is far from Devin Haney getting an easy fight to stay active for him to get comfortable in his new weight class. He's going to fight the best of the best. We got to give him his prop and his credit for fighting Regis Prograis next. I think it's a credible fight for the sport of boxing. Styles makes fights. You got Devin Haney, who is a chess master performer in that boxing ring, can beat you in a lot of ways outside. And he's not a knockout artist, but he has beautiful footwork. He is one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing today, up there in the best category in terms of best jabs with Shakur Stevenson and Bivol and so many others in the sport. Regis Prograis has scary knockout power. He has displayed that at 140 and he's one of the best fighters at the 140-pound division. So I think this is a perfect 50-50 fight that the boxing fans are going to get if this fight truly happens. Right now, we are on the pace, on that pathway for that happening at 140 pounds next. So I'm happy for Devin Haney. But if Devin Haney can knock off Regis Prograis, and he already beat Vasily Lomachenko in May, if he could beat both of those guys in the same calendar year, 2023, I think Devin Haney enters the chat of potentially win Boxer of the Year. I think he would have a legitimate chance to do that, especially going up to 140, a new weight division, and becoming a world champion in that weight class as well. So he could be in the conversation for winning fighter of the year this year if he could pull off the win against Regis Prograis if this fight happens next for him. So that is that part of how I feel versus Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. Like I just said, it's an amazing fight. I'm looking forward to it if it happens next. But the outcome of this is what I'm very upset about. And I'm very upset with how the WBC organization handled this manner. And I am not a fan of what the organization is doing for the sport of boxing as we speak right now in terms of treating Devin Haney correctly, treating him fairly compared to the other WBC world champions that they have. So the fact that if Devin Haney moves up to 140 pounds, he will be stripped of his WBC title at 135 pounds. Right now, he's currently the reigning defending undisputed champion at the lightweight division. He holds a WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF world titles. He holds all the 4 important world titles right now as we speak today. So the WBC has now put Devin Haney's WBC title in recess mode. So that means recess mode, meaning he will be stripped of the WBC title. The 2 top contenders are eligible to fight for this title once it's officially vacated. Once Devin Haney goes up to 140 and this fight is truly announced on both sides, the WBC is going to come in and strip Devin Haney of his world title at 135 pounds. So, like I just said, the 2 top contenders are eligible to fight for this title once it's officially vacated, which the 2 top contenders right now for the WBC lightweight rankings, that would mean Shakur Stevenson versus Vasily Lomachenko would happen next in the for that vacant WBC world title at lightweight division. If it's not Vasily Lomachenko, the next man in line is Frank Martin, so we could potentially be seeing Shakur Stevenson versus Vasily Lomachenko for that vacant belt. or we could be seeing Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin for that WBC title. So either way, that's big for the lightweight division, yes. And Shakur Stevenson has gone out on social media several times saying that he wants to fight the best of the best, saying that he does not want someone like George Kambosos next to add to his resume. He wants Vasily Lomachenko. And that fight does make sense for both respective sides because Shakur Stevenson wants a world title at lightweight division. Vasily Lomachenko is interested in the opportunity of potentially fighting Devin the Dream Haney next. You have that fight. The winner could potentially fight Devin Haney if he decides to go up and down and weight and fight the winner of that fight for the WBC title. Same with Frank Martin. Frank Martin wants the best guys at 135 pounds. I think Frank Martin versus Shakur Stevenson is also excellent fight as well. But this is how the recess mode works if you guys don't know what the recess mode is in the sport of boxing. So the recess mode would allow the new WBC lightweight champion to give Devin Haney a shot at a title fight after the winner of that fight is victorious and to become the new WBC world champion. And the fight would be official. They would give Devin Haney a rematch on a title fight on a 50-50 split purse terms if he wants to go back to 135, win or loss against Regis Prograis. So I think that overall, I think the recess mode is not right. They're definitely giving it to the wrong fight if you're going to take and strip somebody of what they worked hard for in Devin Haney. I think it's very wrong. You're taking away his title, his claim of being undisputed in the sport of boxing right now. The WBC did not strip the following names that I'm about to mention as world titles that they are doing right now. So you look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney just defended his WBC world title against Vasily Lomachenko in May. Just a few months ago in an undisputed championship fight. So he's already defended the belt at least once this year. Why are you stripping him of the title? Meanwhile, the other WBC champions that have yet to be stripped of their titles, you have Jermell Charlo, who has not defended his WBC world title at 154 pounds since being an undisputed champion last May. I get it. They're stripping him of the WBO title. The WBC and WBO are two different titles. But the WBC has yet to strip him of his title. Meanwhile, he's climbing up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez in an undisputed championship fight at 168 pounds. He's not defending his title at 154. Why are you stripping him of his title? And you have his twin brother Jermall Charlo, who has been the WBC world champion for the last 2 years. You have yet to strip him of his title. He has not been active in a boxing ring for 2 years, has not defended his title for 2 years. How the hell is he still a world champion? How the hell is he still holding the WBC world title? Then you have Tyson Fury, who is the reigning defending WBC heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury has not defended his world title all year long. He has had opportunities to fight the top names like Alexander Usyk, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, and he's still holding the title. And he's going to go fight Francis Ngannou, an ex-UFC employee who has never had any boxing experience. How many fights have I had in a boxing ring? 0. How many has Francis Ngannou had at a pro fight in boxing? 0. So this is not fair. Then you have Canelo Alvarez, who has not been stripped of his WBC title as well. He has not fought David Benavidez, who has been his mandatory for years. And Canelo Alvarez was able to fight Dimitri Bivol at 175 pounds and was not stripped of his title as well. So I think that if you're going to strip anybody of their WBC title, it should be Canelo, the Charlo brothers, Tyson Fury, somebody that's not Devin Haney, who has brought a lot of respect to the lightweight division, made it actually more prestigious being an undisputed champion. I just think that the WBC is treating him wrongly, and I think he should not be shamed for him wanting to try something new, going up to 140 before officially stripping him of his world titles. And I don't like the fact that he offered Shakur Stevenson a fight offer, even though it's 25%. He did offer to fight the best and the best man that's next in line for a WBC world title opportunity, Shakur Stevenson. So that's my thoughts on Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis potentially happening next. And those are my thoughts on Devin Haney's WBC world title officially going into recess mode if that fight happens next.